Good morning. My name is Benny Leshem, and I'm from the Ministry of Health. Should work. Thank you for coming. We welcome all the people who registered for this workshop on neuroethics, and I would like to welcome all the people that came from Europe and from Canada, belonging to the group which I'm representing the ministry at, ERANET, and we'll hear more about the organization from its coordinator, Dr. Marlis Dolachter. I would like to ask first Ahuva from the Jerusalem Center for Ethics to say a few words about the center.
Good morning. On behalf of the Jerusalem Center for Ethics, we would like to welcome you all here to this beautiful place, Mishkenot Sha'ananim, and wish you a pleasant and productive event. My name is Ahuva, and I am the program coordinator for the Jerusalem Center for Ethics. We aim to increase the awareness of the centrality and importance of ethics for Israeli society. We welcome this cooperation with Neuro and the Chief Scientist Office, and once again wish you a successful day.
Thank you, Ahuva. The fact that I went behind the piano does not mean that I'm going to give the musical interludes. Not this time. I would like to welcome Professor Binyamin Stredny, the Chief Scientist of the Ministry of Health. Bunki, please.
First, thank you very much, Ahuva. I must say that you are wonderful. So short, never hear someone being so wonderful. I must tell you, this is the best thing that a person can do, and I have never capable to do it. Okay? So first, I want to really thank the host. There is nothing to be better than to be in a beautiful place like that. So, Ahuva Ezra, thank you very much on the name of all of us to being the kind to give us this place and to be our partner in making us the partner of the Jerusalem Center of Ethics. So thank you very much. Now, I must tell you, I was very, very excited last week because I was part of the ERANET meetings. This was a wonderful excitement, and it was a wonderful thing to be there. I must say, when I came here, I say, Marlis, I must say that I was in different ERANETs, but this is the best one that I was here. So first, I want to thank you personally, okay, and in the name of the Minister of Health and of all the participants of the ERANET, thank you very much for your leadership. So Marlis Dolachter, you are one and unique. Thank you very much. But she couldn't do it without the help of Ella Lichtenberg, who is also wonderful. Where are you, Ella? But now, you cannot do something here without the people here in the place and the people that are doing the difficult job to run this show, to make this thing to happen, to open our ways to Europe, to do this wonderful collaboration between scientists of Israel and Europe. So these people are Dr. Benny Leshem, wonderful job, thank you very much, and his right hand, Nava Levin. And last but not least, in every place, in everything that happens, there is one person that is never, nobody see it, but everyone knows that she's here. And every small problem, everything that will happen, every name will be done. And she's never when I speak. So please tell her that I always say it. Do me a favor. Leah Geula. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I was thinking, and for a long time I have some of the things that I was very explicit. I thought this will be excellent for this entrance, this session. And I want to show you two slides that are very. The first time are what Albert Einstein says, two wonderful short phrases. If we knew what we're doing, it will be not be called research, would it? It's right. It's right. It's a wonderful sentence with a lot of chokhmah, okay, a lot of really interesting and wonderful things. And the truth, because some of my students are here, they should always remember, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. So these two things should be remembered because we are in research, and this is the basis of most of our things. And one wonderful thing that I have shown several times, and I am so excited. I always think how it can be. I've been several times in the Sistina. I see the picture of Michelangelo, and I always say to my wife, my God, this is so wonderful. But after that, all the day I am going with my neck with pain because and it's so wonderful. But sometimes you look very well in this picture. That is a wonderful picture. There is a lot of things that doesn't make sense. They don't make sense. Tell me, what is this green thing here doing? Why Michelangelo needs to do it? What is with all these black things here on the side? A lot of things that doesn't make sense. And last time, it was before, more than a year ago, I was together with one of my best friends, who is a psychologist. Okay, his name is Professor Shlomo Yehuda. He's a wonderful person. And I told him, Shlomo, I don't understand the painter. Something is missing. And after about 2 months after that, he gave me a call, and he said, Biunki, come because I have something for you that you will love it, okay? He puts the picture, and suddenly, after putting the picture, he showed me that. This is the brain. This is what Michelangelo wanted to show you. You see, now you understand why we have this red cell. It's incredible. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay? So here we have in the neuron, but we should remember something. Brain and neurons goes with ethics. Okay? So this is perfect for our neuroethics. I hope we will have a wonderful, wonderful symposium and workshop. Thank you very much. Escape. Where is the escape? Okay.
Thank you, Bianchi, for inserting the fine arts into our brains. I think it is really proper that the combination between art and science should always be working together. I would like to ask Dr. Marlis Dolechter, the coordinator of ERANET and the chair of the first session, to say some words about Neuron, and then please go on with chairing the session.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much, Benny. Good morning, everybody. And first of all, I would add my thanks to yours already and to Benny's. Thank you very much for having us here and hosting us in this wonderful place. And thank you very much to all the people who helped already to have a good meeting and to organize this specific and, as I hope and I'm sure, very interesting workshop on neuroethics. The name ERA neuron or ERANET neuron has been mentioned several times already, but I'm very sure that most of you have no clue what an ERANET is. That's why I would like to introduce to you our ERANET and our aims and objectives and tell you a little about what we are doing. How do you get this?
Bottom right.
Bottom right? Okay, I see. I found it. Okay. Now, what is an ERANET? ERA, that is an abbreviation and means European Research Area. The European Commission tries to unite Europe, all the various countries in Europe, into a joint European research area where researchers are mobile and interact with each other and crossing borders. At the same time, the European Commission found that it is also necessary for funding organizations to cross borders and to work together. Therefore, they have initiated in the sixth framework a funding instrument, the ERANETs. ERANETs have the aim of cooperation and coordination of national and regional funding programs. That means, briefly, of coordinating their money in order to jointly fund research groups. This means participants in an ERANET are not research groups. Participants in an ERANET are ministries or funding agencies. Now, specifically to the ERANET Neuron. Neuron is an acronym for Network of European Funding, European and Israeli, and now even Canadian, funding of neuroscience research. That is an ERANET in the area of disease-related neurosciences. We started quite small with a group of 4 partners in 2003. Now we have grown considerably, and the ERANET Neuron, that is a project of, as I said, 4 years, comprises now 18 partners. These are the partners in alphabetic order. Quite recently, we have even Canadian partners, as I said. All the others are European and Israeli partners. Israel is here somewhere. And Israel is in our ERANET represented by Dr. Benny Leshem. We are very glad to have you here in our board. Now, what do? First thing is that we needed to know about each other. Other than in the research community, there are no international conferences for program managers, for funding institutes. That means that before we started this project, we didn't even know of each other. So the first thing was to learn about each other, about the persons, and also to learn about the programs, the funding initiatives that we have in our countries. So we did a survey on European funding programs for neuroscience research. We compiled data from 33 funding organizations from 20 EU countries and Israel, and the results are published now on our website. And we have a project data bank where you can look up more than 2,000 projects and see if you can find partners for your research projects in this data bank. We have flyers and newsletters to explain our activities. Nava is doing this kind of work. And we have 2 videos on our web page where you can see what deep brain stimulation, which relates to today's talk, one of today's talk, does in patients, what effect deep brain stimulation has on Parkinson's patients. And we also have a video that explains how cannabis can be used in medical context. One of our most important activities is having a link to the research society. We need to know what the latest developments are in research. We need to know this for the work in our ERANET, but we also need to know this to get back to our national activities and see what the future developments in each research area are. Therefore, we have regular workshops to which we invite renowned experts who tell us about their work and about the future perspectives. We started with neurodegeneration, we went on with biobanks, biobanking systems that collect brain tissue, for instance. We had a technology development in 2 workshops, actually. This Frontiers in Neuroscience and New Technologies in Neurosciences was in 2008. We talked about or heard about mental illnesses and neural dysfunction this year, early this year, and now coming to this workshop today, neuroethics is our newest addition to this list of workshops. Of course, we don't only learn from each other and learn from experts, but we want to also do something. We want to benchmark strategies to improve in our countries technology transfer or translational research in the medical area. We want to support young scientists, and we quite recently have announced an award for an excellent paper in neuroscience for young scientists. And I'm quite happy to tell you that our first winner of this award is a 29-year-old Finnish woman who has not even finished her PhD and has already published her first paper in Nature Genetics. That is, I think, quite impressive, and we wanted to award this woman with little money, but the major award is to give her the opportunity to talk at next year's European Neuroscience meeting, the FENS meeting, to help her improve her career or get track on her career. One of our most important activities is launching joint calls, because this is where researchers directly have a profit from our work. And this is what we did so far. We had a joint call in 2008 on neurodegenerative diseases of the central nervous system. 12 countries participated in this call. That means 13 funding organizations gave their money to support research activities. We have 3-year collaborative transnational projects, and the consortia are composed of 3 to 5 groups from at least 3 neuron countries. That means we wanted to have small consortia that do not require a lot of management. We wanted them to have transnational from several countries. And of course we had a joint peer review and so on. We are able now, and we started funding 12 proposals out of 59 with a considerable amount of money, and the topics are Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and also other neurodegenerative diseases. So you can see here that we tackle one of the most important neuroscience area of today, the neurodegenerative diseases in an elder society. We've had another joint call this year about advancement in methods and technologies towards the understanding of brain diseases, and again many of our partners contributed to this joint call, and it is very new that we will be able to fund, I did not know at the time when I wrote this, 10 proposals. We decided this yesterday or the day before yesterday, that we'll be able to fund 10 proposals. We are very happy to do this. We will continue our work. For 2 more years, and we hope to get information from this workshop today and to learn from you what is important in the area of neuroethics, because neuroethics is, of course, in all the brain research, one of the crucial points in clinical research, but also in basic research, that has and needs to be followed and needs to be known. So thank you very much for coming here, the experts and the audience, and I wish us all a successful meeting. Thank you very much. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Eric Racine. Eric has come from very far away. He came here from Canada to give, and he is from McGill University, from the Department of Neurology, Neurosurgery, and the Biomedical Ethics Unit. And he will talk to us about the ethics and the public understanding of neuroscience, the perspectives from the media. Very important topic. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.